Hey, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I have a message today, and it might only connect with a small group of you, maybe around 2%. So, if what I'm saying feels right to you, great. If not, that's okay too. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. I'm talking to someone who's really going through a rough time right now. Maybe you're feeling down, like things just aren't going your way. You might even feel like everything in your life is falling apart. First of all, I want you to know that it's okay to feel this way. You're not losing your mind and your life isn't over, even if it feels like that. What's happening is that you've entered a new phase in your life and things feel unfamiliar. It's totally normal to feel a little confused or overwhelmed when big changes happen, especially when they come out of nowhere. I know what this is like because I've been there myself. When I had my spiritual awakening back in 2019, I went through a really hard time. I felt lost and I cried a lot of nights because I just didn't know what was happening to me. It was like I was waking up to a new world, but nobody around me seemed to understand. It's hard to explain something like a spiritual awakening to people who haven't experienced it. So if you feel like you're going through your own version of Alice in Wonderland, where everything feels strange and upside down, I totally get it. You're not alone. Spiritual awakenings often happen after we go through some kind of loss. Maybe it's a breakup, a change in your job, or even losing someone close to you. These kinds of life events can really shake us up and make us feel like we're walking in the dark. Everything familiar might suddenly feel distant and you might not know where you're headed. This is normal. It's actually in those dark and confusing moments that you begin to discover the light. And what I mean by that is, eventually things will start to make sense again. But first, you have to go through this difficult phase. It's important to understand that how you deal with these hard times is what's going to shape your future. A lot of people run from their dark moments because it's easier to avoid pain and vulnerability. But here's the thing, those dark moments are where real growth happens. They're the times when you let go of the things that no longer serve you. You might find that the things or people you used to rely on aren't there anymore, and that can feel scary. But the truth is, these changes are necessary for your personal growth. The universe has a way of pushing us to slow down when we need to. You might be going through a tough time because the universe is trying to get you to spend more time with yourself, to reflect, and to look inward. Often, the problems we face in life aren't about other people, they're about us. It's easy to blame others when things go wrong, but sometimes the challenges we face are actually there to teach us something about ourselves. This is a time for self discovery and healing. For me, I used to have a strong need to always be attached to someone. I couldn't stand being alone. But during my own spiritual journey, I realized that I needed to be okay with myself first. I needed to learn how to love myself without relying on someone else to make me feel complete. This was a huge lesson for me, and it didn't come easy. It took time and a lot of self reflection, but in the end, it was worth it because I came out of that dark period much stronger and more grounded in who I am. Whoever you are and wherever you are in your spiritual journey, I want you to know that this dark phase you're going through right now will eventually lead to light. It's all part of your growth. And even though it's hard to see right now, one day you'll look back and be thankful for these tough times because they're shaping you into a stronger, wiser person. Something else I want to mention is that I keep seeing the number two and I keep hearing something about 2 years. I'm not sure exactly what this means for you, but I believe it's a sign that your journey has significance. Maybe it's a message about patience or timing. Either way, just know that whatever you're going through right now is temporary and things will get better. The universe is working in your favor, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. The important thing is to stay strong. I know that sounds easier said than done, but remember, You're not alone. Even when it feels like nobody understands you, there are people out there who've gone through similar experiences and they've come out stronger on the other side. You will too. It's also okay to give yourself permission to feel vulnerable. A lot of us are taught to avoid vulnerability because it makes us feel weak, but it's actually the opposite. Being vulnerable is a sign of strength. It shows that you're willing to face your emotions and work through them. You don't have to have all the answers right now. Just take things one step at a time and trust that everything is happening for a reason. So, if you're in a tough spot right now, if you're feeling lost or unsure of where you're going, just remember that this is a part of your journey. You're growing, even if it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes the hardest times in life are the ones that lead to the biggest breakthroughs. And when you come out of this, you'll be stronger, wiser, and more in tune with yourself. I want to leave you with this: you're not alone, you're stronger than you think, and this difficult phase will pass. It's all part of the process. Stay connected to yourself, stay strong, and trust that the universe has your back. You may have been on this journey for around 2 years, or perhaps it all started for you in 2020-22. During this time, you have faced many challenges and grown in ways you may not even realize yet. It's important to know that you're close to completing an important phase of your life, and everything you're going through right now is part of that. It may not always feel like it, but you are making progress. Every step you take is getting you closer to where you need to be. You are learning and growing even during the difficult moments. However, there's something to keep in mind. If you don't learn the lessons you're meant to during this time, there's a chance you might have to go through the same experiences again. Life has a way of repeating certain patterns until we fully understand what we are meant to learn from them. This is why it's so important to reflect on what's happening in your life to see what lessons are being presented to you. Think of it like a teacher giving you a test. If you don't pass, you might have to take the test again. That's why it's crucial to pay attention and learn from what's in front of you. A key part of this process is learning to let go of what no longer serves you. That could be people, situations, or even habits that are holding you back. Sometimes we hold on to things because they feel familiar or safe, even though they are no longer good for us. But if you don't release these things, you'll find yourself stuck in the same place, unable to move forward. Letting go can be scary because it means stepping into the unknown, but it's also the only way to grow. As soon as you release what no longer serves you, you create space for new and better things to come into your life. When this 4 year period comes to an end, you'll be able to look back and feel a sense of gratitude. You will understand why everything had to happen the way it did. You'll see how each experience, even the hard ones, played a role in shaping you into the person you're becoming. Life teaches us through experiences, and although it can feel tough at times, it's important to remember that it's a lesson, not suffering. You are not suffering, you're learning. Each challenge is helping you grow stronger and wiser. In fact, many people who have gone through similar journeys often say that they come out of it feeling more empowered and confident. You may not see it now, but that's what's happening for you too. I know it's hard to go through this and it may feel like you're alone at times, but remember, you're not. You are being guided and supported by forces beyond what you can see. The universe, your ancestors, or whatever higher power you believe in is watching over you and helping you along the way. You're going through this to discover your true self. Deep down, you have a powerful ability to transform situations. You have the gift of turning challenges into opportunities, of moving from dark times into better ones. This is your unique gift, and right now it's being tested. You are learning how to take something negative and turn it into something positive. Even though it feels hard right now, this is all preparation for something greater. The universe is preparing you for a bigger purpose, a purpose that you may not fully understand yet. But trust that there is a reason for everything you are going through. You are being molded, shaped, and prepared for something amazing. So trust the process even when it feels difficult. Keep moving forward even when you're tired or unsure of the path ahead. Don't let doubt creep in and make you think you're failing. You are not failing. You are doing your best, and that is more than enough. It's important to acknowledge how far you've come. You've been on this journey for about 2 years now, and during this time, you've been learning and mastering the skill of transformation. You are not the same person you were when you started this journey, and that's something to be proud of. You may sometimes feel like the black sheep of your family, like you're different from the people around you. And you know what? That's okay. You are different because you're going through something they may not understand. You're experiencing a spiritual cleansing, a deep transformation that is changing you from the inside out. This process isn't meant to harm you or make you feel isolated. It's meant to help you grow and realize who you truly are. You have a special purpose in this world. You are here for a reason, and your journey is leading you to discover that purpose. Your ancestors want you to remember that you come from a strong and powerful lineage. You carry the strength of those who came before you, and that's why you feel different. You have been chosen to carry forward the legacy of your ancestors, and they want you to embrace that. The feeling of being different is not something to shy away from. It's a sign that you are on the right path, a path that is unique to you. As you continue on this journey, remind yourself that everything you are experiencing is helping you get closer to your true self. You have been given the gift of transformation for a reason. You are able to take difficult situations and turn them into something beautiful. This is not a burden, it's a blessing. And while it may feel challenging now, these challenges are strengthening you. They are preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. It's important to stay patient with yourself during this process. Growth takes time, and healing is not something that happens overnight. But little by little, you are making progress. Every day, you are learning more about yourself and the world around you. Every experience is helping you become the person you are meant to be. So take things one step at a time. Don't rush the process and don't be too hard on yourself. You are exactly where you need to be. In moments of doubt or difficulty, take a deep breath and remind yourself of the progress you've made. You are stronger than you think, and you have already overcome so much. The road ahead may not always be easy, but it will be worth it. Trust that everything is happening for your highest good. The universe is guiding you, and you are on the right path. Lastly, remember that you are not alone. Many others have gone through similar journeys, and they have come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more connected to their true selves. You are doing the same. Your journey is unique, but the feelings of growth, learning, and transformation are universal. So keep going. You are doing an incredible job, and you are much closer to your breakthrough than you realize. Stay strong, trust the process, and know that you are being guided every step of the way. You're going through a difficult time right now, but if you hold on to your faith, you will make it through. Tough times can be really hard, and it's normal to feel lost or unsure about the future. However, every challenge has a purpose, and even when things seem heavy, it's important to remember that these moments are shaping you into a stronger and wiser person. When you feel alone, know that it's okay to take a step back from everything. Sometimes life forces us to pause so that we can reflect and grow. It might feel like you're on your own, but this period of solitude is meant to help you reconnect with yourself. Think of it as a chance to clear mind and heart from all the noise around you. It's not easy, but try to see this time as an opportunity to understand who you truly are. During this process, you'll notice that being alone is not a bad thing. In fact, it's necessary for your growth. You're a strong person, and that strength is what attracts people to you. But to keep being that light for others, you need to recharge. It's like filling up a cup that has been emptied after giving so much to everyone else. Taking time for yourself doesn't mean you're selfish, it means you're caring for your own well being so that you can continue to help others in the future. You have special gifts that you might not even realize yet. These gifts come from your ancestors, passed down through generations. Perhaps you felt these abilities in subtle ways, but this time of reflection is helping you tap into them more deeply. You're learning more about what makes you unique and discovering strengths you didn't know you had. Your journey is also helping you realize that you have the power to heal not just yourself, but others too. This healing ability might come through your words, your actions, or simply your presence. Sometimes just being there for someone can have a big impact. You might not always realize it, but people around you are drawn to your energy because you offer comfort and peace. That's a gift and it's something you should cherish. As you spend time reflecting, you'll grow even stronger in these abilities and eventually you'll be able to use them to inspire and support others in a bigger way. Right now, you're on a spiritual journey, and it's important to understand that success doesn't always look the way we think it does. Many people measure success by money or material things, but true success is about more than that. For you, real success is about completing this spiritual journey and breaking free from any negative patterns or cycles that may have been in your family for a long time. Breaking these patterns is hard work, but it's the kind of work that brings deep, lasting change. As you get to know yourself better, you'll begin to see what really matters in life. Money and material things can be helpful, but they don't define who you are. What really defines you is your purpose and how well you understand yourself. When you live in alignment with your true self, that's when you're truly successful. The challenges you're facing right now are not just random obstacles, they're part of the healing process. You may be dealing with feelings of fear, doubt, or abandonment, and it's possible that these feelings have been with you for a long time. But now is the time to heal those old wounds. As you work through these emotions, you're becoming more free, and you'll soon find that you're able to move forward with greater confidence and clarity. You're also being guided to focus on your spiritual gifts. These gifts are part of who you are and they are meant to be used to help others. Whether it's a talent you've been developing or a project you've been working on, now is the time to focus on it with dedication and purpose. The universe is supporting you in this, and it's important to take your spiritual gifts seriously. As you continue on this journey, it's also important to let go of any anger or grudges you may be holding on to. It's easy to hold on to feelings of hurt, especially when someone has wronged you. But holding on to anger only weighs you down. Forgiveness isn't about letting the other person off the hook, it's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. When you forgive, you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for your own peace. Forgiveness is a powerful step in becoming your true self. When you let go of the past, you open up space for new experiences and opportunities. It's not always easy, but it's necessary if you want to live your truth. The only way forward is to release the old and embrace the new. Throughout this journey, there will be moments when things feel tough. You may feel like giving up or like things will never get better. But in those moments, it's important to keep going. Trust that you're on the right path, even when it feels difficult. There's a bigger plan at work, and everything will come together in time. It's okay to feel uncertain or afraid, but don't let those feelings stop you from moving forward. Stay strong, keep taking steps toward your goals, and trust that everything is happening as it should. You are exactly where you're meant to be, and the universe is guiding you every step of the way. As you continue on this path, remember to take care of yourself. Self care is not just about physical rest, but also about nurturing your mind, heart, and spirit. Make time for the things that bring you joy and peace. Whether it's spending time in nature, meditating, or simply being still and quiet, these moments of self care will help you stay grounded and connected to your inner wisdom. You are on a powerful journey of self discovery, and while it may be challenging at times, it's also incredibly rewarding. As you continue to grow and evolve, you'll find that the things you once thought were important may no longer hold the same value. Instead, you'll begin to focus on what truly matters: your spiritual growth, your relationships, and your sense of purpose. Keep faith in yourself and in the journey you're on. Everything you're going through is leading you toward a greater understanding of who you are and what you're meant to do in this world. The struggles you face today will become the strength you carry with you tomorrow. Trust the process and know that you are exactly where you need to be.